today's insight. Now, today's insight is mainly going to be about the trauma of not or making a decision. Okay, so today I was in a taxi where I've I've known this driver for a while, and we like to talk and whatnot, girl talk and whatever. And it just so happened that I remember, well, we were talking about, do you have any plans? Like, do you have a big trip planned, like, soon? And I'm like, not now, but I have one planned in November. And I was like, I've never actually gone to a conference prior to this in another country. And then the idea of the Cannes Film Festival came to mind because I had been in 2011, and it wasn't really a conference, but it was like, it's the Cannes Film Festival. It's kind of a conference, but not specifically a conference on business. Now, she's like, oh wow, that's amazing, and no. But the reason why I had gone is because my teacher, my cinema teacher at the time, had connections with someone at the Cannes Film Festival, and so he got us tickets. And so I was like, oh my god, I have to go, I have to go, I have to go. So I went. And what we were talking about is something that my current coach, JT Fox, is very big on, which is celebrity branding. And so he has situations where you, as a client, can pay to take pictures with celebrities, to be able to be known by having taken pictures with certain celebrities. Now, that's when, well, before that, I thought, and then she asked me, did you see any celebrities while you were there? And I'm like, well, yeah, we saw, who did we see? We saw, the guy who played in Godfather, Robert De Niro. We saw Orlando Bloom. I saw Brad Pitt. I saw a lot of individuals, and I said, you know what? The best thing is, because Ryan Gosling at the time was still living here, I think, right? So he had gone to the Cannes Film Festival with his buddies, and at that time the movie Drive just came out. So we went to see Drive, and on our way back to Canada, all right, who did I see at the airport, at our terminal, but give me a moment, but Ryan Gosling and his friends. And I was like, okay, so this is where the trauma of making a decision comes to play, okay? Now, so my thought pattern was like, okay, so that's Ryan Gosling. Should I let the girls know? And in what attitude should I let them know, right? Should I let them know, like, completely fine, like, as if nothing really happened, and it's just cool and it's fine and whatever? Or should I go the fangirl way, right? What would I prefer, right? Do I want to impress Tom, Ryan's friends, or do I want to impress my classmates? And I chose my classmates over Ryan Gosling's friends. And so I was like, oh my god, girls, it's Ryan Gosling. And then his friends were like, yeah, so what of it? And like, I'm just letting them know. And like, the other girls like, oh my god. And I'm just like, my work here is done. Which was what I wanted to do. I wanted to let them know that I saw Ryan Gosling and that he would be on the same plane as us, which is the thing. This was the kicker, right? So they know that we have on our plane was Ryan Gosling. Oh my god! Now I had the I had the wherewithal, okay, to make that cognitive decision. Which one would I rather? Because I was able to do that most probably because I mean, I like Ryan Gosling's works. I'm not a fangirl. I don't follow him religiously. I don't do none of that. So I was like, okay, so what should I do? The fact that I was able to decide. That's one. Now, a couple of years after this, alright, I discovered Tom Hiddleston. Now, Tom is a completely different subject matter altogether. When I discovered Tom Hiddleston, which I think at the time, that I had gone to the Cannes Film Festival, he had starred in Thor, but I hadn't watched it back then, and so it was later in 2015ish that I saw Tom Hiddleston and was completely enamored by this guy. And it just so happens that he's an Aquarius, and you're like, so what? I'll let you know. So Libras and Aquariuses, because I'm a Libra, the sexual tension is very high. So I found him hot, first and foremost. Not, and like, that was the thing. And so that's why I was mainly enamored. But it kind of wore off, if you can say. It kind of wore off. In any case, now I know that Tom is married and has a child, so I'm like, okay, hands off. I don't deal with married men. Number one, I'm very happy with the fact that my parents are still together. So why would I break up someone else's family? I won't do it. Or should I say, I prefer to avoid doing such a thing. In either case. Now, as much as Tom is a different story to Ryan, now I might have, when and if I'd met him, when my complete when I was completely enamored by him, I don't know how I would react. But what I do know is a while into my completely fangirling over him, I did fall upon a video where it was very clear that he prefers, like, he's an Aquarius, as I mentioned. So, well, he's an air sign like me, and we absolutely adore riveting conversations and things that make us think and things that are thought of differently. And so, knowing what I know now, I definitely won't be fangirling Tom Hiddleston. I would actually have a conversation with him. Mainly because he's married and has a kid, but also because I know that he would much rather have a riveting conversation than having someone go, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm pretty sure Ryan would also prefer a conversation over, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, right? But it is what it is. Now, the reason why I talked about the thing of not making a decision, which, by the way, so the entire idea of not going up to Ryan Gosling and being like, oh my god, can I take a picture? It was because at the time I wasn't really all that enamored by movie stars. Being one who wanted to be one was like, whatever. I'm like them. I am going to be popular too at some point, and my name is going to be said a lot. It's going to be known all over the world. Prediction. Right? So, I wasn't really like enamored, if I can use that term. But one thing my current coach would have like slapped me on my hand, because JT's biggest thing is celebrity branding. Okay, or being seen with celebrities and being or having celebrities, having taking pictures with celebrities. Even the driver I mentioned at the beginning of the video was like, well, did you take a picture, or did you take a picture from afar so you can say that you were in the same space as him? I was like, no. Like, and I know JT would be kind of like, why'd you not do that? Type of thing. But I'd much rather have them be cognizant of it and not necessarily like be taken out of context in a way. Like, I like it when the picture of both of us is of us actually interacting together. It's not just them posing, because I've taken a picture with JT, and I have a couple actually of pictures with JT, and this last one I was actually quite happy because I was like making a joke and he was laughing, and it seemed like dynamic, and that's what I like. And so when I take a picture with a celebrity, I want it to be dynamic. I want it to be interactive. And so, like, I prefer not to, like, photobomb them or, like, not allow them to know that they're being taken a picture of. Like, seriously, they are human beings too, okay? Would you like to be taken a picture of without your knowing it and then just plastering it on all your social media? Like, what? No, it's not. I personally would not like it, so I would not do it to them. I wouldn't. Okay? But that's just me. So, what is your take on, and the reason why I said making decision, JT has this thing that he does, okay? So when he's like, when you need to make a decision, go, worst case, what's the worst case scenario that might happen? What's the best case scenario? What's the most likely scenario of what might happen? And then, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure if it's 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a decision, right? So decide. Just decide and go with it. And then you'll course correct along the way. Like I mentioned, I did something along the lines, which was, okay, so it didn't do best case, worst case, most likely. I did, okay, so right now, what do I want to do? Do I want to impress his friends, or do I want to impress my colleagues, or do I want to tell my colleagues that I just saw the Ryan Gosling? And I decided I want to tell my colleagues that I saw Ryan Gosling and deal with whatever happens after, because I didn't want to just keep it to myself. At least they'll know that we're on the same plane as Ryan Gosling, which would be like an entirely different experience for them, right? So what I want you guys to think about is, what do you do when you have a difficult decision to make, right? How do you choose? Ponder that.